There's a great book called Mistakes Were Made, but Not by Me, that is all about examining how people can justify doing something wrong. And there is a great section about biases. It's a point that is so profound and has stuck with me since the years that I heard it. The author says, a good driver isn't one who has no blind spots. A good driver is just one who acknowledges that they have blind spots, knows what those blind spots are. It is not our goal to not have any biases. You will always have biases. The goal is to just be aware of them. That's it. Simply being aware of your biases. Now, I said simply, but it is far from easy. It is far from easy to be aware of all the ways in which you are seeing the world through a biased lens. Simply being aware that you have biases, even biases that you don't know of, does a whole lot for your perspective on the world. It's a part of personal development and a part of trying to feel smarter and more adept that a lot of us have tried to get to a place where they just have the correct opinion. Biases become irrelevant because I'll just think the right thing. The problem is we will still always just be this one person who has this one history and this one limited range of places that they've lived, that this one limited range of people that they've interacted with among the 7+ billion, is it 8+ billion now, people in the world. You're always going to have biases. I'm sorry, and I'm saying this to Joe too. Joe, you are always going to have a limited worldview. It's always going to be limited because there's an infinite number of perspectives that you could have, and you are going to be confined to just your section of them, no matter if you live a million more years. But once you're aware of biases, you no longer need to be controlled by them. That's the way bias gets you the most. It's sitting there as a predisposition to your thought pattern that you're not even aware of. And it's going to become more and more and more clear the more self-examination that you do. And just the more plain time and life experience that you have. But the wonderful thing about all of this is that I can lower the bar. I don't have to be a person that's free from bias. I can't be. It's not this binary standard of either I have biases and I'm a bad person, or I have no biases and I'm a good person. The high value person just knows their own limitations. And I know my limitations in my worldview, and more will become clear as I get older. But it's interesting when you meet people who are not even mildly open to the idea that there's some limitation in their perspective. Even if we can admit in hindsight, like, yeah, man, I guess I was pretty silly when I was 16. I had it all figured out, but I sure didn't. But the strong opinions that I have now, those are all perfectly correct. You at once need to totally trust yourself and have the playful attitude of, yeah, but everything that I have opinions on could be complete nonsense. I could find that out tomorrow, and am I going to be able to just roll with it? But I think if you approach life with that level of wisdom, it's pretty unlikely that you're going to find out tomorrow that all your ideas are complete nonsense. Having humility about your own ideas gives you better, less riddled with bias ideas.